Hello everyone, once again, my name is Joker, and today we're guys a brand new Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare video. So I'm sorry I haven't made any video recently, like for 2 weeks or at least 1 week. I hope you guys enjoyed that little intro. I'm not gonna stay with it, I just wanted to see how it looked. I might do a intro of that style in the future, but I haven't done any videos recently, and the reason for that is because, you know, I just didn't feel like doing any videos. I mean, you know, you have to take a break sometimes from YouTube, because doing these in-depth reviews, which is the series that I'm currently doing, is kind of tough. You know, it really does take a bit more time than other videos. So I mean, it does take a bit more editing, you know, time. But if you guys missed our last video, it was about the chomp thing, if I'm correct. No, about the sanitation expert. So you guys can just click on the screen right now and it will take you up to that video. But today we're reviewing the alien flower. We're just missing the Jade Cactus, the Centurion, and the Paleontologist. But let's get straight into the stats. Alright, so I'm gonna go straight into the sticker book. I'm gonna compare the alien flower to the normal sunflower. Even though they're, you know, quite different, I kinda like to do it this way, you know, the basic sunflower with, you know, the other type of new character. But the alien sunflower, the ammo is mysterious spores, the reloading is medium, the damage is spore cloud, and the usage is from short to mid range. And with the sunflower, the ammo is sun pulse, the reloading is medium, the damage is impact damage, and the usage is mid-range. So I mean, these are very different type of sunflowers. I mean, I'm not exactly sure if, you know, it was a good idea to compare it with the normal sunflower, but still, I mean, it's not mainly the purpose of the video. You know, we are still going to be talking about more things, but the only difference is the, you know, usage. The alien flower is, you know, a sunflower that isn't exactly for that long ranges, but I mean, it still does damage from long ranges. You know, kind of tested, and the like lowest damage I got from long range was 10. It still might drop to 9 or 8, possibly, and the highest damage I got from being close to them was 15. But you know, it all depends if you shoot at their head. If it's a headshot, it will do more damage than if you shoot at their feet. That's something I noticed with this character. It does matter where you shoot to them. So I mean, it's really good if you do get headshots rather than body shots. And what's good about this alien flower, you guys might be asking yourself, I mean, why is it, you know, unique? Why is it new? And what it does is it basically leaves some spores in the air for a few seconds. You know, it's kind of like the zombie stink cloud that you throw it, and you know, the cloud is in the air, and anyone who gets through it, like anyone who walks through it, will get damaged. Well, that's basically what happens with the alien flower. It will do 3 from damage, and the spores will remain in there for like around 3 seconds. So if someone stays in there, like on the spores, it will do like 10 from damage to them, or like 9 basically. But I mean, it's a pretty good you know, addition to the character. I will tell you guys why it's like on which game modes you can use it, because you really have an advantage over other game modes. But now we'll get into where to use. Alright, so the alien flower, this is a character that you can definitely use on objective based game modes, and the reason for that is because of its spores that it leaves on the air. I mean, those spores work as a zombie stink cloud, basically. And if you're playing gardens and graveyards, and you throw a zombie stink cloud at the garden that you need to capture, you're really going to have an advantage over your over the plants, basically, because they cannot get near it because it will damage them. Well, that's the same case with the alien flower. If there are enemies on the capture spot, you might not hit them directly, but they will get a bit of damage with your spores. I don't know what it's called, that ability, but with the spore cloud, that's how we're gonna call it for now. It will damage them too. So in gardens and graveyards, I mean, you can just shoot at a corner to cover it. You won't be obviously shooting like the whole match on that corner, but if there are a few zombies coming there, you can just shoot at the corner and they will, you know, maybe turn around and, you know, attack you from other side. But I mean, it's a very good trick, you know. It's not really a trick, it's more of a tip to take advantage of this spore cloud that it includes. So I would definitely use it on objective-based game modes, like Gardens and Graveyards, or Suburbination maybe, or, you know, it also works on any other type of game mode. But now we're gonna go into how to use. Alright, so even though this character, it's one of the best sunflowers in the game, it's not exactly the best one, but it is pretty cool to use, and you can use it well. If you use it well, you will get an advantage over your enemies. But it is still a sunflower, and if you're in a 1 versus 1, you know, fight against a, I don't know, against a foot soldier or against a super commando, you are going to get killed, because, I mean, it's still a sunflower. You're still there to help your enemy, to heal your teammates. So it is always very convenient to be with one of your teammates, because, I mean, it is powerful, but not as much as any of the enemies that you will have. Because you will get killed in one of those situations where if it's a 1 versus 1 situation, but you're still a sunflower and it doesn't make that much damage. But I mean, it is convenient to be near your teammates, or you can also have the plant pots, like the healing pots, which is very convenient too. I mean, you can just put it down, heal the pot while it heals you. I mean, that's a pretty neat tip. But yeah, I mean, just never, you know, be alone with this type of character. And since it is very useful for Gardens and Graveyards, in Gardens and Graveyards, all your teammates will be around the same place. So there's not really any problem of getting away from them, because you're all covering the capture spots. So, I mean, you don't really have to get away from them. You can just be near them, cover the garden spot, be healing them, and they will protect you. And, you know, that's just basically a very good trick, a very good tip, I guess we could call it. But yeah, I mean, there's not really that much on how to use it. Just, you know, never be alone, because it's a sunflower. Try to be near your teammates and near the capture spot, if it's Garden and Graveyards or Suburbination. But yeah, now we're gonna get into my opinion. So the alien flower is definitely a very neat character, you know. I mean, it's very innovative. We've never had any character like this before. But the alien flower, I do kind of like it, but the problem is that it doesn't make that much damage. I wish, like, the shooting damage, not the, like, cloud, like the spore cloud damage, just the shooting damage would be a bit higher. But still, I mean, it's always a sunflower, and sunflowers aren't made to be like an aggressive setup. They're made to help your teammates. But I mean, it's a pretty good character. I mean, it's not my favorite sunflower. My favorite sunflower will and is be the fire flower. But still, I mean, sometimes it might come in handy if there are a lot of enemies in the same spot, and, you know, you can just shoot at one and the spores will remain in the air, and it can damage the other ones. And I mean, if it's an all-star, it's not, I mean, like, you're not gonna kill the all-star with the spore damage. You have to shoot him too. But it's very cool that it does some extra damage to them, and, you know, it kind of like scares them, because they don't realize there are spores in the air, and it just damaged them. So I mean, it's a pretty good character. Not the best sunflower, but a pretty neat one. But that's pretty much everything about this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I haven't made videos in a while. I'm gonna try to do more. I'm gonna finish up these in-depth reviews, because the DLC, the Legends of the Land DLC, came out a while ago, like a month ago. So I'm gonna finish with the Jade Cactus, with the Centurion, and with the Paleontologist. And once we do that, I am going to get maybe Sunset Overdrive. Will maybe get it, and I might do gameplay of it, because I tried to get it on the weekend, but it wasn't available. So next weekend might be. But that's pretty much everything about this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all on my next video.